Shy.
Very
Yeah.
shy.
Tracy's super shy.
Super shy.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. If there's one word that describes me, it's definitely shy.
All right, do you want to introduce this? This is the Golden Finger Challenge. Okay, our group here has been challenged to come up with a story or an effect using the following item. This little item is found inside of any medication bottle. It's that little gel stuff that keeps the medication dry.
Silica gel.
Yeah, cute little gel. And sometimes it comes in packets. But
Silica
ours,
gel is
silica
what he
gel.
was saying.
Yeah. Hold on to that. Don't eat that. It says right on their container, don't eat it.
Damn it.
I can't
Oh,
take
damn,
it
I
anyway,
just fed it to my dog.
right? It's your dog, right? I can. Jerry can't take your dog anywhere either. Okay, so
Andrew just fed it to his dog too.
yeah.
Makes shipping easier.
Arf. Nice. A little
Cuts
chihuahua.
down on shipping costs.
Okay, yeah, right. So, all right, so team one consists of Frank is the leader of team one. All right.
Okay.
So, as far as team one is concerned, are you the only presenter so I can highlight you for everybody?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Is that right?
Team one is very
I'll tell a story if you want.
enthusiastic.
I thought Harley would tell it.
Who is?
I thought Harley was going to tell the story.
Oh, well then please
Oh.
do.
Okay. I'll highlight
on.
all of team one.
How about I highlight both Hurley and Frank? Is that okay, or is that not cool?
Who else is presenting for team one?
Let's do just Hurley, because Hurley is my buddy.
But also Frank.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Got to put the leader up there.
Do you want Frank up there as well, or?
Whichever, however you want to do it is fine. If you want to put him up there too, it's fine.
Okay, Frank, if you're not going to do anything, just do like hand signals or something.
Yeah, go ahead and leave me out.
Okay. All right, as soon as you're ready.
So when you showed it, it actually reminded me of a story that someone had told me about that stuff. And the story went like this. There was a lady back in like the 1800s or something like that that had figured out that if you eat that silicone stuff in small amounts, it actually helps you to start to gain weight. And so what she did was she started to eat it, and then she started to swell up and gain weight, and she became very bloated. And so what she was able to do was to convince the people around town that she was very wealthy because food was scarce back then. And so once they started to believe her, they all came over and asked her, you know, how she became so wealthy. And she said, well, I became wealthy by eating these magic pies. And so they all lined up with gifts and brought her money and stuff like that to try to trade and barter for these pies. And she started to feed the pies to a bunch of the villagers around town. What eventually happens is they all started to shrivel up and sort of dehydrate into almost what looked like mummies when they died. And so eventually she was discovered as feeding the town poison and was put to death. And some say that's why all of those containers say do not eat on the side.
Love it. That was awesome. That was really good.
Okay, kind of in love with that.
All right, Susan. One more shot at this here. Open your mouth. There she goes.
Yeah,
That's
I don't
good.
want to swell up though.
All right, so
I could use some
don't-
shriveling.
Don't. Yeah, while we're recording, you can put me in a trap like that. I don't think so. All right, who is next? We have. Who is going to go for team two?
So if you can pin Wiley, but I'm going to be speaking, and then after Wiley, it'll be Tracy, Grey Wolf, and then Wiley again. Will also involve me on the screen. So I guess if you pin me, Wiley, and Grey Wolf and Tracy, then it will avoid pinning everyone, like
Yeah.
at different times. Just have all of us on there.
And There you go.
Wait, we're missing someone. Oh, yeah, okay. All there.
All there.
Okay, you guys ready with your props?
Yep.
Cool. So once upon a time, in a land where the sand stretched endlessly and the gods walked among mortals, there lived a boy consumed by a passion for the past. His heart beat with the rhythm of ancient drums, his dreams filled with visions of pyramids piercing the night sky and pharaohs ruling as gods upon the earth. But this boy, he was not content with merely admiring the relics of the past. No, he longed to become a part of that distant world, to walk in the footsteps of ancients, and to claim his rightful place among the gods. And so, with a determination that bordered on madness, he embarked on a quest to achieve the impossible, to become a mummy, to join the ranks of the immortal dead. Now you may ask, how does one become a mummy? Surely it is not a feat to be accomplished by mortal hands alone. But this boy, he was clever. He had a plan so daring, so foolhardy, that only a true devotee of the ancients could conceive it. He sought out the secrets of the embalmers, the arcane rituals passed down through the ages. But he was impatient. He was so reckless in his pursuit of the divine, he sought to expedite the process, to cheat time itself in his quest for immortality. And so he turned to silica desiccant packets, those humble sachets of desiccated crystals, meant to absorb moisture and keep perishables dry. Night after night, he lay in his bed, surrounded by canoptic jars, and his body released its precious fluids into the air. With each passing day, he grew more shriveled, more desiccated, until he resembled not a living being, but a relic of a forgotten age. His skin grew taut, his limbs withered, his eyes grew sunken and hollow. But still he pressed on, driven by a fervour that knew no bounds. He poured out the accumulated water, replenished the silica. Where did I get to? Sorry. This is me trying to scroll through the script.
Right. It's a good script so far.
Happens to us all.
And watched as his form grew ever more ancient, ever more distant from the world of the living, until one fateful night he realized the folly of his obsessions. He'd become a living corpse, a mere shell of his former self, trapped between the worlds of the living and the dead. And as he stood upon the precipice of eternity, he gazed into the abyss and wondered, was it worth it? Was his quest for immortality worth sacrificing his humanity, his very soul? Alas, dear viewers, the sands of time wait for no man, and the boy's fate was sealed long before he ever embarked upon his foolish quest. And so let his story serve as a warning to all who would dare to defy the gods and tempt the wrath of the ancient ones. For in the end, it is not immortality that we seek, but the fleeting moments of life that make it worth living. And may we never forget the lesson of the boy who longed to become a mummy, and in doing so lost himself to the sands of time. All that remains of the boy now is his mummified finger, as a grim reminder of why you should not tempt the gods.
Nice.
Wow.
Wow. Really nice.
Wow.
Hold on a second. Wiley, can you hold that up again? Ew.
Ew.
Yeah,
Cool.
cool.
Also, David Copperfield has 2 of these, as Martin Duffy will tell you. They're brilliant. Get one from him if you can.
We have one.
We do. We do.
They are brilliant. Yeah. All right. Sorry for removing your crew here from the spotlight. I thought they were done. Plus, I didn't want to spend too much time,
We'll let Andrew get everything back together.
remove spotlight. Here we go. All right, so
Okay.
everybody. All right. So All right, man, that was good. I love AI.
Damn.
I mean, you guys created an awesome story there. Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah. We worked hard on creating that story.
Yeah.
Well, we came up with the story. ChatGPT just turned it into a script.
We talked about going back to like ancient times too at first,
Yeah.
but then after a little bit of research, we found out that the silicon stuff wasn't discovered until the 1800s. So
interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Same
Okay.
thing, yeah.
So did you really use chat?
Yeah.
Well, we came up with a story, but
Sorry.
like I'm shit at telling stories, so I needed a script.
I hear you there.
Yeah, see,
So,
I've got the Egyptology book.
Yep.
Wiley had the mummified finger, and the stuff that went
I
with
got
it.
a whole-
We all had something to donate.
Ron's like, I got
Whole
15
container
years.
was like-
filled with the.
I got
with the-
drugs. I got drugs with things in
Pull them
them.
out of the pocket, you know.
Well, living down here, I gotta dry some stuff out sometimes, so.
Okay, so Susan.
All right. God damn.
Yeah.
That's rough, man. Because
Well, we don't want to make it easy on you.
Oh, no. Hell no.
Never,
oh
never,
God, do tell me, Tracy.
All right.
never.
No. Okay, so seriously, I have to wait and see what Andrew's doing.
No, go ahead.
Okay, well, minimize
Go ahead.
that because you're irritating me.
Go ahead.
So
Let me just
I
up here.
loved both the stories. I really did.
Yeah.
I thought there was a lot going on in Team 2's story, and I thought that is one, and we have a laudable, and is that what it's called?
That is what it's called.
Okay. And I think that's a really good story to use for the laudable. We ought to totally.
Oh, we are not doing that because
Co-opt
I have
that.
my own story.
I
for that.
know, but we should still co-op that.
Clearly, she likes my story.
I do. I love his story, but
Whatever. She's
that
never
is
read
also an awesome.
Eh.
part of the
it.
laudable.
Yeah.
I know I'm overridden. I usually am, but
So,
I do have to say, I like the fact that Hurley knows when that actually came into actual being.
Mhm.
And it was a shorter story, but I like the it puts me in mind of fairy tales
ooh.
that I read as a child, like the Grimm's fairy tales before they like made them all sweet and pretty for the youth that can't take
Disney-fied them.
the wolf that actually eats the grandmother.
Yeah.
So I gotta go. I love story from Team 2, but I gotta go with Team 1.
Wow.
I like the historical documentation on that. I love that. That's something I do with my own stories. I find historical reality very important to storytelling. So I'm going with Team 1.
All right, Team 1. You heard it from Susan.
Okay, you're gonna go with the historical. Silica has been around.
Yeah. I'm gonna go.
It was we do not know for sure whether that was not what was being used in Coptic
Here's
jars.
your golden finger.
Now,
award.
now
You guys can see this.
the form factor and the mass produced, maybe. The rest, take it from a guy that was there. It was back in ancient.
I did. I
This is the perfect
truly-
way to welcome Hurley back, right
I
there.
know, right? No,
Are you
truly
familiar
do.
with the
I-
ancient aliens theory?
Yeah. All right, so let me stop this.
Yes, stop that. I truly did thoroughly enjoy the story from Team 2, though.
Yes.
I mean, I think that's an amazing story. I really do.
So Hurley and Team Hurley, we have the Golden Finger Award here, thanks to Michael Hammond. But yeah, don't get too close to this thing. It kind of radiates. There's a smell. There's a smell. And apparently magnetic.
That was my next question.
Right. You skipped the first one.
Here,
right to the
wait, no,
second one.
watch.
So just out of curiosity, what
take her
technology
anywhere.
college did you get that from?
So.
What'd you say, Grey Wolf?
What proctology
He asked
college
what
did you
size
get that
it
from?
was.
Exactly, yeah, it was a different color when it came to us, so. I don't know. Congratulations, Hurley's team, and let me stop recording this. So everybody say goodbye. Bye.
Bye.